Hello, everybody. It is your friend Jay Victor. Thank you for listening to another episode of Official Rules, a sweepstakes podcast being recorded actually this beautiful day, March 1st, 2025. In the early afternoon in beautiful Connecticut. How are you? Thanks for checking in with me again. Doing this a little bit off the cuff. Had I will say, very nice response and a ton of emails about the Back to Basics episode that I did last. So I'm glad to get that one out of the way. There's been a lot of cool stuff going on. I'll say personally, professionally, and sweepstakes-wise. But we've come to the end of another month. February closed out yesterday on this non-leap year. And we got a whole new bunch of contests. We had a bunch that came to an end. I will say for myself, I've been doing less sweepstakes than I've ever done in the past 3 years. And it's working out pretty well. I actually got notification of yet another win from the phenomenal Lunchables Super Gaming Sweepstakes. Another one for my son. I won his third $100 PlayStation gift card. So for that sweepstakes, we're at a current running total retail-wise of $4,300. It's one grand prize and 3 first prizes. I did get some questions about how I enter the sweepstakes, if I did the mail-in. Ours is purely product purchase because, as I mentioned before, my son and I do eat Lunchables on a regular basis. So timing-wise, this contest was great for us. The receipts that I've sent in have ranged product-wise between 10 and 12 products. No more, no less than that. And at least for me, by luck of the draw or whatever, it's been really easy to win. And I found out that these gift cards for the PlayStation Store are not just necessarily for downloads. So apparently, you can buy physical merchandise, an actual PlayStation, a hard drive upgrade, which is probably what we're going to be shooting for within the next year. The 4 gig hard drive that they have on there is a nice little upgrade that I'm sure my son wouldn't mind getting, and they provide you with instructions on how to do it yourself without voiding a warranty. So, we'll see what happens with that. That contest runs for the rest of this month through March 31st. So obviously, yes, as always, there is a no purchase necessary option. But if you are the parent or grandparent of kids who like Lunchables, especially if you're a grandparent and want to, ease some of that grocery burden off of your kids on behalf of your grandkids, my suggestion is to buy those Lunchables cleanly. I do it all on one receipt, even if I'm shopping for multiple things. I will buy the rest of my products on one purchase, and I will do the Lunchables on one receipt. I think I've just gotten really lucky, but it's been a great sweep. I'll be sad when it comes to an end, but I made my Lunchables purchases early this week, and I've been running through 1 or 2 of them every day. And they're cheap enough where to me, it makes complete sense. When I buy 12 of them, I'm usually out of pocket $18. So the total investment in the sweep has been like $52 to be able to win $4,300 worth of stuff. So it's been going phenomenal. So thank you, everybody, for your questions that you have sent to sweepstakespodcast at gmail.com, sweepstakespodcast at gmail.com. those are the goings on sweepstakes wise. On a bit of a personal note, a lot of you folks may or may not know that this podcast started in September, approximately September of last year, due to me losing my employment that I had held for about 13 years at a car dealership. I've been trying to get into something new, in all essence, honestly, starting at the bottom, because I know I can't step into a brand new, area of work that I've never worked at before and be like, yeah, let me just run this whole thing. And I get that I got to start over. So I've been applying, and I just haven't been able to get my foot in the door. I have been shooting for a lot of state jobs in Connecticut and Massachusetts just to set myself up for the future. I am not getting any younger. I am over 40. So for the second half of my life, I would like to get a job with fantastic benefits, with great health insurance. We did have good insurance providers at my last job, but the cost and the out-of-pocket for the insurance for a high-deductible plan, to me, was ludicrous. So I've been trying to get into a state job. No luck so far. Did do very well on one particular interview. But like with many states, they are very slow in the actual hiring process. So you got to just kind of hurry up and wait. From what I'm told from one of my buddies that works in one of the places I was trying to get into with the state, they did hire one person. They have 3 spots available, but they are slowly opening up all the way through June. And I didn't have time to wait. So in lieu of getting any kind of unemployment benefits, I decided to turn back the clock to my late teens and try food delivery. So I did sign up with DoorDash. I was approved last week on a Thursday. And I gave it a try last Friday and Saturday. And as a matter of fact, I tried it out again yesterday, and it's been pretty fruitful. It kind of sucks having a pickup truck, because it's times like this where I wish I had a Prius or a Honda Insight, something that got maybe even one of the old school Volkswagen diesels, something that gets 50 miles per gallon instead of 18 or 17. But my first day, I was going anywhere and everywhere, and, I would just see this $14, $15 delivery. I'll be like, oh, yeah, 10, 11 miles, no problem. Well, genius. When you go out 11 miles into the sticks, guess what? You got to drive 11 miles back. Learned my lesson the first day. First day, I did about 192 miles, which was pretty terrible. And was not worth it. Technically still not worth it. It's not something that I would do every day. But until something comes up, I'll probably do it on Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays. Because from what I've figured out, that's where the bonuses are. That's where the busiest time is, in the late afternoon and evening. And I will say, besides sucking the gas out of my truck, it's been super fun, just being on the road, driving around. I used to deliver pizzas after I graduated from high school ages ago. But I've been having a great time and putting some money in my pocket, more weekly than I would get on if I were to be getting unemployment. So it's been fun. Not looking forward to the tax bill because, they don't withhold any taxes for you. You are an independent contractor. So it might be nice right now. I am going to have to stash some cash away, but here's hoping, and fingers crossed, knock on wood, that something happens with one of these jobs fairly soon. And who knows? Once I do land a job, I probably will end up doing DoorDash. because it's an easy way, for me at least, to make money. From 5:30 p.m. to 10 p.m. yesterday, I made just about $200. So, nice way to get a little of cash in my pocket until I'm waiting to see what happens with one of these jobs. But it was invigorating, and it was nice to get out there, be on the road, and see people smile when you're bringing them their food. Someone did give me 3 stars, though, and I don't know how to check, and I don't know why, because everything's gone off without a hitch for I think it's like 65 deliveries that I've done in those 3 days, but who knows? Can't please everybody. But it's been a fun time. So, DoorDash and Sweepstakes it is for the time being. What's it been like on your side? Have you won anything fantastic lately? Let me know. Sweepstakes podcast at gmail.com. That'll be the last tag until the end of the show. And feel free, as always, to give me any critique, hints, tips, tricks, anything that you feel would better the podcast and better your listening experience. Not going to go through a top 5. I'm going to kind of shoot from the hip here and kind of go over some sweeps that I see. Now, the first one that caught my attention as I was getting the show ready for today was one by ECS Tuning. ECS Tuning was a website, and from what I recall, I believe, did they have a forum? Maybe not. Well, I did a lot of shopping on ECS Tuning when I used to have my Volkswagen Golf, because they do a lot for German automotive. Well, they're running a sweep right now, which on the face of it looked great until I went into kind of the crux of the rules they are giving you. The winner's choice of $50,000 or $10,000 in a 2024 Audi RS3. So it's open to all of our friends in the contiguous United States, DC, and Canada, except for our friends, of course, in Quebec, who have reached an age of majority. They're running it from February 24th through May 31st, but I'm going to sit this one out because it's one of the ones I don't do, which is a unlimited entry frequency. Love ECS, love the fact that you can win that much cash or cash in a car, but I got to stay out of the unlimited frequency entries because there are a lot of people out there that will not get a hand cramp like I do from writing out no purchase necessary entries, or those folks in the car clubs who spend a lot of money and get points and do business with ECS Tuning to this day. I just don't like my chances overall, but if you are entering and it only takes one to win, I wish you the best of luck in that sweepstakes. Now, I also noticed that M&M's is running a sweep for a sleepover in their Times Square store, which would be great for kids. I've been to that location. I didn't read the fine print, and I got my kid a bag of candy. A bag of M&Ms ended up costing me $32 somehow, which was absolutely insane. This one's a daily entry, open to all of our friends in the 50 United States, including DC, that are ages 21 and older. It runs from the 26th of February to the 19th of March. It is a daily entry. I will not be entering this one because it's got a big retail value of $10,000, and that's a pretty penny to put on my taxes. But I'm sure one of you and your kids or grandkids will enjoy it if you win. So best of luck to everyone who does that one. You also have the Samsung Bespoke appliance reservation sweepstakes. Basically winning an e-certificate for $5,000 to Samsung.com, which can buy you a whole bunch of nice stuff or one really, really nice refrigerator that I seen on there. It's a one and done. It runs from the 26th of this month to the 25th of March. I was all in on that one, so best of luck to you guys entering in that sweep. In lieu of posting individual links, because obviously as a sweepstakes podcast, these episodes kind of age like milk. If you're listening to one from November of 2024, guess what? Chances are the sweepstake you're looking at, 98% chance it's obsolete, out of date. So in lieu of that, I will be posting from time to time the links to the websites I personally use, such as ultracontest.com, which I love the layout. I love the graphics. It's easy to use. They do have an optional paywall. So for the most part, you can use their website for free. They have additional options and code words for subscribers. So the choice is yours. And if you haven't seen the website, I suggest you check it out, ultracontest.com. It's basically the main website I use. I pick and poke at other free sites there, but this one is literally saved in my bar of sweepstakes and my bookmarks. So if you have not checked it out and want to give it a little test drive, try ultracontest.com. But I will say another thing, and I'll log into this. I want to give a big shout out to whomever signed up to the website and subscribed to iwincontests.com and used Official Rules, a sweepstakes podcast, as your referrer, which I did not know you can do that. Many of you who know Tom from Contests, plural, was gracious enough to send me an email, let me know that someone signed up, gave me a bunch of praise about the podcast, which I sincerely appreciate, because he, along with a bunch of other people that I talk to often, Carolyn Willman, Bill Jensen, Lori Johnston, and there's many others of you out there. You know, I'm not going to go off on a list of names here at this point. But I consider you guys OGs in the game. And whenever you get a nice compliment like that, it means so much to me that even one person is listening to this podcast. Never mind I think I'm over 50 subscribers now on YouTube, which is a small amount, but it's a lot to me. So as always, thank you for listening. But Tom was gracious enough to send me a code so I could do a test drive of his website on the house, since I somehow mentioned his website from all the good stuff I had heard, it never subscribed to. And one of you out there was nice enough to sign up to his site. So thank you so much for that, and thank you for putting my name out there. And especially thank you, Tom, for the promo code to allow me to test drive the site. I will say this, and it has nothing to do with being able to get into the site on the house. And I'm looking at the site because now this site is also bookmarked in my my Chrome browser. Tom has done a fantastic job, not only on the sweepstake list, but the way you can narrow down by state, by region, by frequency, by price type, even for the text contest, because I use 1, 2, sometimes 3 different sweepstakes sites. And you figure when you're doing that, you got basically everything covered, because one's going to miss one, but all 3, aren't going to miss it. They're going to miss it, because I came across 5 texting sweeps that I didn't find anywhere, and I was able to enter them. And just to be clear, out of courtesy to Tom and the people that subscribe, I will not be posting links to those particular sweepstakes or going too much in depth, because when you set up a website like this and have a subscription model, it wouldn't be right to give that out. So don't hate me for it, but Tom's website is broken down in a fantastic way. The sweepstakes lists don't have any graphics. Now, I like the graphics that I see on, for instance, Ultra Contest, because on their page it'll give like a little picture, the name of the sweep, a very quick description of what you can win, as well as the retail value. Tom's is cleaner in the fact where you get like the posting date, you get a little bit more of a description right up front, but you still see the frequency, the start date, and the end date on the main page, as well as the clickable link that is spelled out for you, as well as a direct link through the rules, as well as the states in which the sweepstakes is up and running. So a very, very nice layout. If you're a subscriber, there's also a star button to save the sweepstakes to your particular sweeps list. You can exit out, you can heart it, you can check mark it. Really, really super impressed with the way this is set up, and also signed up for the Discord, which I'll be completely frank with you. When I was a kid, I loved computers. I could still take apart a desktop and put it back together. I was really into technology. I'm like super, super novice level when it comes to Discord, and even how to use it or what to look for or how it works or what to do. But from what I've seen, it's worked out really well. It's a nice, I like it as a message board. So in lieu of, if you don't like the old school forums, the way you see them on some other websites, the Discord may be for you. I personally like the forum, but I will still be using Discord only because essentially at this point, I should do myself a favor and learn how to use Discord. So thank you once again to Tom at iwincontests.com. I'll be posting the link to his site and Ultra Contest in the notes in lieu of going over every sweep that's out there. If it's something that I think, you just can't miss, I will definitely post it on there. But if you haven't already, save iWin Contest. If you want to subscribe, save Ultra Contest as a free way to go through sweepstakes, or even subscribe to theirs if you like as well. As far as the websites with a pay model, and I've not tried that many out there, Tom's is certainly at the top of the list for me, because I love the layout. I love the way you can sort through everything. It is super simple, and that's the way it should be in my opinion. So great job on that. I'll have to go through a lot of videos, as far as I think I watched the Discord intro video once. I will have to watch it again. But if you haven't already, and it's going to be your choice in the end whether or not you want to subscribe to Tom's site or any other site, check out his wins page too, because he's got a wins page with, I'm looking at it right now. He's, at a NASCAR track. He's with who I recognize to be Jerome Bettis, which is awesome, the bus. And he's got a great little wins gallery there. And like I said, he's one of the OGs in this game who's been doing it for a long time and has, in my opinion, one of the best sweepstakes sites out there. So go check that out when you have a chance. Next topic. And I'm going to need some help or want some input from you folks, because I've read the official rules on this one. I'm just I'm a little off as to what's going to happen here. So the Boost Mobile Easy Money this tax season sweepstakes, when you go to the official rules, it says that you can enter on their website, obviously, and it gives you one entry per person if you just go directly to the website at theboostgiveaway.com. So you could do that one once. This is the way I'm reading it. The next one, after that sentence, it says limit one entry per person / email address per day for entries earned by accessing the online entry form via the sweepstakes QR code located in stores. So the way I'm reading this, you got to go to a Boost Mobile store every day for your best chances to win, and you want to scan that QR code. I don't know if it's tied to your location. I don't know what's stopping anyone from, and I've been guilty of this, taking a picture of that QR code, taking it home, printing it out, and just scanning the code from home in lieu of going to the store, unless they're swapping out QR codes every day, which across all Boost Mobile stores, I'm not sure how that would work. But if I am wrong on this and I'm reading it incorrectly or not reading it in the correct manner, if you wouldn't mind checking me, as they say, and letting me know what the actual rules state. It looks like one person is going to get a $10,000 check. 10 other people are going to get $1,000 virtual Visa gift cards. And 20 more people are going to get a $500 virtual Visa card. So they're putting the money out there. They got 30 grand on the line, and they're spreading it out very nicely, which I love to see. A grand prize, 10 first, and 25 runner-ups. So shout out to Boost Mobile for that. And as a matter of fact, now that I'm thinking about it, I might head out there and get a scan in. And I have to find out where the closest Boost Mobile is, because I am going to be hitting the road around 5 o'clock for DoorDash. So note to self, go ahead and do that. So that'll be interesting. More on that later, see how that works out, and see if I can get away with it. Note to self also, if you're going to be taking a picture of a QR code and entering from home, make sure you turn off your Wi-Fi, because they can tell if you are scanning a QR code while you are on home Wi-Fi, just based on how it comes in. So do yourself a favor and make sure you are on mobile only when you are scanning any QR codes. Good luck to all of you for the Boost Mobile sweepstakes. One interesting one that I came across, and I've had this app on my phone for a long time. Wendy's Thin Mints Frosty Adventure Sweepstakes and Instant Win Game. you can win a bunch of burgers and fries and drinks and nuggets and a lot of instant win stuff. But it looks like the grand prize is 10 grand. It's a daily. It'll be open from February 24th through March 23rd. Legal residents of the 50 United States in D.C., ages 18 and older. You got to play a little game on the app, or you could just certainly skip it and they'll give you the entry. But if you don't have the Wendy's app, if you're not a fan of Wendy's, if you don't eat out, go ahead and download that anyway and give yourself a chance at winning those beautiful free burgers and fries. Let's be real, you're shooting for the 10K. I get it. And just as a heads up, I don't think I mentioned it, that Boost Mobile Sweepstakes, a daily that's running from February 21st through April 19th. All of our friends in the 50 United States, including DC, who are ages 18 and older and have reached the age of majority. There was one last sweep that I want to go over. I'm not sure if I missed it. Nope, there it is. The Coca-Cola 2025 Swish It Sweepstakes, another one where you can play a game or just skip it. But this one was not working when the sweep started, at least for me, on the 24th of February. It runs through April 7th. I did get it to start working yesterday on February 28th. As I mentioned, a daily winner's choice of $4,800 cash or a trip for two to the men's or women's college basketball tournament. Includes airfare, 4-night hotel stay, and $1,000. So do with that information as you will. The Coca-Cola 2025 Swish It Sweepstakes. Again, there is a gameplay involved, but you can easily skip that one as well. And you know what, folks? I think I'm going to cut it off there. There's a lot of other sweepstakes there. I suggest you visit all of the wonderful sweepstakes sites that you could find on the Contest Queens website, but I will be posting a link for the two that I discussed today, ultracontest.com and iwincontest.com. Tom, thank you again for the test drive of the website. As always, very impressive, and thank you for the kind and gracious words about the podcast. To all of you out there, last tag of the day, sweepstakespodcast at gmail.com. If you haven't already, come on, baby, it's March 1st. Get on those sweepstakes websites. Check out the new ones. Throw out the old ones. And best of luck to you. This has been another episode of Official Rules, a sweepstakes podcast. I've been your host, Jay Victor. Thank you once again, and as always, for tuning in. Have a wonderful weekend. We'll see you next time.
This has been a Father and Son production.